2 years ago was sitting at my desk, staring at a screen filled with 42 open tabs. I had subscriptions to 6 different AI newsletters, 3 prompt engineering masterclasses I'd never finished, and a feeling of deep, vibrating anxiety. Every day, a new tool was launching. Every day, someone on Twitter was claiming that if I didn't master this specific LLM or that specific automation by next Tuesday, I was going to be obsolete. Was doing what I call performing AI. I was talking about it. I was trying new tools for 10 minutes, and I was looking busy, but when I looked at my actual productivity, the work that actually moved the needle, nothing had changed. I was the digital equivalent of someone pulling up in a leased BMW with $47 in their checking account. I looked like an early adopter, but underneath, I was building nothing. Then I stumbled across a century-old Japanese philosophy that had nothing to do with computers, but everything to do with how we handle a revolution. I started applying these boring, quiet principles to how I learned AI one at a time in 12 months. I didn't just learn AI. I completely rewired my career. My output tripled, my stress levels plummeted, and for the first time in years, I felt like I was the one in control of the technology, rather than the technology being in control of me. We are currently living through a March 2009 moment for human skills. In 2009, when the financial world was in freefall, regular people like a school teacher named Margaret didn't panic. She positioned herself. Today, the freefall isn't the market, it's the sudden devaluation of traditional labor. There is a historic transfer of value happening. Right now, trillions of dollars of productivity moving from those who work hard to those who work smart with ATA. People who will become millionaires over the next decade aren't the ones screaming on social media about the latest update. They are the everyday millionaires of the future, the boring, quiet practitioners who use AI like a Honda Civic. Reliable, efficient, and designed to get them to the goal without the flash today. I'm sharing the 10 boring AI habits that build quiet, lasting career wealth. These are the habits most people have never heard of because they aren't sexy enough for an Instagram reel, but they are the foundation of the new operating system for your career. Let's get into it. 1. The handwritten. AI Ledger, the AI Kokebo. The foundation of this entire system is over 120 years old. It's called Kakabo, and it was originally designed for household budgeting, but when applied to AI, it becomes a tool for conscious skill building. Most people use AI frictionlessly. They tap a prompt, get an answer, and their brain barely registers it. The app does the work. The brain stays asleep. This is why the average person feels like they aren't actually getting smarter. With AI, they're just becoming a passive observer of their own. Output. The habit is this. Once a day, you write down 3 things in a physical notebook. What did I ask the AI to do today? Did the output actually save me time or improve the quality? What is the one thing I learned about how the AI thinks during this process? The physical act of writing forces your brain to process the interaction consciously. When you sit down at night and used AI for 2 hours to write, emails save 10 minutes. Output was generic. Your hand is telling your brain something your screen never could. You're reintroducing cognitive friction. Friction is the feature. It slows you down enough to create awareness. Awareness is what separates a prompt monkey from an AI strategist. Osamote, the deep shame of digital waste in Japanese culture. There is a word, matanai, which reflects a sense of regret when a resource is wasted or undervalued. In the US, we waste 30% of our food. In our digital lives, we waste roughly 80% of our AI interactions. We generate slop AI content we don't need, prompts that are half-baked, and research summaries we never read. We are throwing away the potential of these tools by using them to create digital junk. Practice matanai. By auditing your AI outputs for 1 week, look at every AI-generated document or chat. Ask, was this useful, or was it just more noise? By meal planning your AI usage, deciding what you need before you open the chat, you stop buying bulk information that just rots in your brain's refrigerator. You start to repair and refine your prompts instead of just replacing them with a new tool every time the output isn't perfect. 3. The 1% Kaizen skill stack. Most people try to overhaul their entire job in one dramatic move. They want to go from AI beginner to AI expert overnight. But big shifts activate the brain's fear center, the amygdala. That's why people buy a massive AI course in January and abandon it by March. Kaizen is the philosophy of 1% improvement applied to your future skills. It looks like this. This week, you just learn how to make one recurring task like your weekly report 1% better using a specific tool. Next week, you increase your efficiency by another 1%. These changes are so small they fly under the amygdala's radar. They require almost no willpower. But after 12 months, you have a completely different career, and you can't even pinpoint the moment it happened. For Hirahachibu, the 80% automation rule, this principle comes from Okinawa. Eat until you are 80% full. In the world of future skills, the mistake is trying to automate 100% of your work. When you automate 100%, you leave no room for margin. Margin is where human creativity and wealth building live. If you use AI to fill your schedule to 100% capacity, you are just as fragile as you were before. Apply Hirahachibu by using AI to handle 80% of DW, but leaving the final 20% for your own deep thought, intuition, and respect for the craft. That remaining 20% isn't empty spiteets. The breathing room where you spot the opportunities others miss. It's the difference between being a replaceable cog in an AI system and being the steward of that system. 5. Spotting the fake AI rich. Just like people use entry-level luxury cars to look wealthy while being broke, many people use AI jargon to look skilled while being incompetent. The signs are the same: constant AI talk. They won't stop talking about AGI or the singularity, but they can't show you a single practical workflow they've built. Tool one-upping. Whatever tool you use, they have a superior one that costs $200 a month. Get-rich-quick prompts. They promote passive income schemes involving AI-generated books or dropshipping. Real AI wealth is quiet. The AI millionaire next door is likely a mid-level manager who uses a boring, free version of an LLM to do 40 hours of work in 4 and then spends the other 36 hours learning high-level strategy. They don't need to document their AI journey for strangers on the internet. They are busy building actual substance. 6. The Honda Civic tech stack. In The Millionaire Next Door, the researchers found that most millionaires drive Toyotas and Fords, not Benz. They buy utility, not signals. In the AI world, don't chase the badge. You don't always need the most expensive, specialized AI enterprise suite. Often, the Honda Civic of tools that's stable. Even free versions of the major models are all you need. Every dollar you spend on a flashy, status AI subscription that you don't fully utilize is a wealth tax on your future. The people who build real wealth in the AI era are those who find the cheapest, most reliable way to get the result and invest the savings into their own human capital. 7. Wabi-Sabi. Finding beauty in the messy draft. Wabi-Sabi is the appreciation of the imperfect. In TIH, many people get frustrated because the AI output is hallucinating or not quite right. They treat imperfection as a reason to discard the tool. The AI wealth mindset sees the cracked AI output as a starting point. It understands that the value isn't in the perfect first draft, but in the kintsugi, the way you, the human, repair and join those AI pieces together with your own expertise. This habit allows you to keep moving when others are stuck waiting for the perfect model to arrive. 8. Ooji, the annual tech reset in Japan. Ooji is the annual deep clean. In your professional life, you need an AI Ooji. Once a year, or even once a quarter, you must audit your digital stack. Cancel every AI subscription you haven't used in 30 days. Delete the apps that are quietly draining your attention and your bank account. Realign your tools with your current goals. Most people set up their systems and never revisit them, letting digital subscriptions pile up like dust. The reset ensures you are lean and ready for the next shift. 9. Skill Choken. Learn before you spend. Choken is the habit of saving first, then spending what remains. In TI, most people spend their time on work first, and then hope they have time left to learn new skills. The AI Choken model is this. Spend the first hour of your day before you open your email learning a new AI capability or experimenting with a new workflow. You save that skill-building time for your future self first. If you wait until the end of the day, there is never anything left. Your spending your daily tasks will always expand to fill the time available by automating your learning scheduling. For the morning after your mental paycheck arrives, you build a portfolio of skills that compounds over decades. 10 Hansei. The honest AI review. The final habit is Hansei sincere. This is the 10-minute weekly practice that holds everything together. Sit down with your notebook and ask, did I use AI to actually grow this week? Or did I just use it to be lazy? Where did I allow digital waste to creep in? What is my next 1%? Kazan. Improvement. Without reflection, your AI tools are just toys. With Hansei, they become a system, a quiet, boring, profoundly effective system that builds your value the same way a Japanese garden grows. Slowly, intentionally, and with every element placed for a reason. The conclusion: quiet wealth in a the wealthiest people I've studied in this new AI landscape aren't the ones with the most followers. They are the ones with the deepest security and the least anxiety. They understand that AI is an asset, but only if you are the steward of it, not the slave to it. The woman I was 2 years ago, surrounded by open tabs and expensive subscriptions I didn't need a faster computer. I needed a different philosophy. Wealth in the AI age isn't built by knowing more. It's built by understanding more. It's built on respect for your time as a resource, respect for yourself as the creator, and the quiet discipline to protect both. You don't need a pro subscription to start. You just need a notebook, a pen, and the willingness to pay attention to where your digital life is actually going. That's where it starts.